All right, coming in 3, 2. All right, a little bit of a different intro here, but it's because I'm trying to give a little bit of a display of what Vigilante does. I think that he really wants to do a lot of damage because his kit is kind of centered around that. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles around him. I'm running him with Peacemaker and with Batman because Batman does put out armor break hits like a truck, and he puts out, Peacemaker 11th Street kids. That's kind of obvious, but it's an armor break and it's the fragile. I do have Raven and Nightwing in here just for the Batman team synergy because I'm gonna actually try to win this fight. I want Vigilante to focus in mainly on, Green Arrow at first, but then let's try to get Constantine out the paint. Wonder Woman scares me because there's a very good chance that she goes off and just crushes him immediately. He is rank 8 now, so let's see what happens. Make sure my ultimate order is where it needs to be, so that way I don't have to start this video over again. Let's go. Although one thing I will say is that he does hit hard as hell. That's also why I'm putting him up in the ultimate order to go first, also because it is his video. But one thing that is discouraging is that the cooldown on his ultimate is 3 turns. Ooh, Wonder Woman killed him immediately. The cooldown on his, we're gonna back out and try to find somebody else. The cooldown on his ultimate ability is 3 turns. So versus Batman, who has it like 2, he's not gonna come around doing that damage as much. All right, let's get somebody else. Flip. Flip is in there watching too, right? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, still a Wonder Woman. Oh, but a lower level. So I would keep Batman out. Just so we can get something that's representative. Don't want to try to overpower because then that would just be kind of like, what's the point? I want to display some stuff. Let's go down. You know what we can do? Because I want Raven to put out some of those debuffs, we'll plop her in. She is rank 10. That takes us up pretty high. What I'm gonna leave Batman out because Batman's gonna cause problems for them. I'm not gonna put in Constantine because he'd take over the show. So let's go ahead and maybe put in the Bride so we get in the extra attack and based off of her ultimate. And she is the lower rank. And then Weasel is rank 5. So I could do Weasel or Dr. Foss. I'm not going to get any burns from that side. So let's do Weasel. Why not? I'm not going to put in reinforcements. We're going to put in Vigilante. And the first, I guess Bride can go second so he gets an extra turn. Raven for more armor break. We'll switch them up a little bit. All right. No, we'll keep them back like this. Okay, so let's run this time. Bro, the account is too easy for you. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to oh, by the way, there is this visual glitch, but he is there. There's this visual glitch where you don't see him for a minute, but he does pop up. So now this is, as Andrew said, shout out Andrew. This is too easy. Oh, that still felt good though, just because I don't like Constantine. This is too easy, but here we're gonna try to make a comparison of the damage. Vigilante is stunned, which we don't like. We do not like. But Vigilante is stunned now. The Bride, she's going to tell everybody to go. So she's giving everybody a hard hit. Now the thing is here is not necessarily how much damage is comparison of damage to everybody else on the team. I feel as though, well, from what I've seen, Vigilante does do more damage than Peacemaker. If he's ahead in the order, of course, obviously, because he's going to run his ultimate more. Peacemaker is also a tank. So he's not really necessarily designed to do damage, although he can deal some good damage. But Vigilante, from what it appears, wants to hurt people. So let's go ahead and give a look at his stats, and then we can get to the video. Yeah, 2 million, but when compared to everyone else, he was running first. So we're going to try to get a better evaluation of that going forward. But he is doing the damn thing. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Grover here. This is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, Flip is mad. Not for real though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over Vigilante. I have him up rank 8. I will reveal what I did. Basically, if they still have that event up, I don't even know if they still have that event up. To get him to rank 8, oh they do. I needed to get this, right? To take him rank 8. In order to get that, you go to get more here, and I'm giving these details way too late. Because I'm sure by the time you guys see this video, the event will be over. I had him at rank 6, so I was able to pull him twice. I wasn't able to get this last one. Now, in preparation for Judo Master, which I waited too long because they didn't tell us when they were going to put him out, I had an idea, so that's more my fault. But still, it would have been nice to be communicated. Anyway, so I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to pull a bunch more going after just these 40 frags of Vigilante. I've only pulled them twice so far. I haven't had the luckiest time. So what I did was, because in my security plan, I do have some extra nth metals that come through, and I already had like 27. Can't even remember from where. I went ahead and I used the nth metals, 40 of them, for Vigilante. Hear me out. I'm taking him up from rank 6 to rank 7, so I can take him up from rank 7 to rank 8. So theoretically, using those nth metals there was a 2-to-1, because I was going to end up with 80 shards instead of with 40. So in my head, that justified it. So that is where that thought process came from. Now, the other thing with him, and I want to check this out. I'm doing this haphazardly. I have not checked it yet. Is that his damage is up to 92,000 with what could be considered mediocre gear from my perspective. Like, there's HP over here on this one. There is attack, but it's flat stat. We do have increased HP, or not increased, we do have attack bonuses for the 2 sets, and then we have the crit damage set here, the 1 set. I want to check. I haven't added an artifact to him yet. I have not done anything with his badge. I want to check what would be the attack here versus Batman if I put him in Batman's gear. Batman has 134 right now in terms of damage, but that's also because I have 2% attack pieces on him. So I do want to shift. So 134. I do want to shift this gear, replace. We'll do it all, and see what the attack ends up being on Vigilante when I do that. Because right now, Batman has the best attack sets, like the best attack gear that I can create, or at least that I have created so far. There's Vigilante. Exchange. Batman was at 134, right? Now he's gonna be at 111. Actually, that makes a huge difference. He lost 20,000 on that. So then what's Vigilante gonna be at? He hops up to 110. Yikes, bro. You know what? Let's go play with him like this. Why not? Increase damage. Why not? That is nuts. That's crazy work. All right, so what we're going to do real quick is go through his kit. Sorry, I got excited, so excited that I just like left. All right, so let's go. My game is lagging a little bit. I don't know if that's the PC or the server, but that's fine. So armor break is all over his kit. This is why I like running him with Raven, with Sinestro, with Batman, obviously with Peacemaker. Who else puts out armor break? There was someone else that I'm forgetting right now. I think Satana even puts out armor break. Anyway, so basic quick draw. Shoots one enemy in the front row and another in the back row, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of his attack to each enemy. Enemies hit are inflicted with 1 stack of armor break. Physical damage dealt increases to 150% of Vigilante's attack. This always strikes me because it's a jump from 100 to 150%, and those jumps are usually 10, maybe 15%. So that was a huge indicator to me, at least, that they want him to be a damage dealer. Moving on. This hits harder than I expected it to. Plays a deadly game of human bowling with the opposing team and a grenade. All enemies are caught in the resulting explosion, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of Vigilante's attack to each. With the enemy team shell shocked, the duration of the stacks of armor break increased by 1 turn. Now the problem with this is that this is his advanced attack. This is what he's going to open up with, and he is faster than the other characters that put out armor break. So you don't even get a chance to really use this until the 4th round, because it also has a 3-round cooldown. So like there's no benefit in terms of extending armor break until you get past like the first 3 rounds. This then also increases up to 150% of Vigilante's attack on level 2. And then the duration of stacks of armor break are now increases by 2 turns. Next, the passive. Vigilante's desire to impress Peacemaker motivates him to push through the pain. If he's below 30% health at the start of his turn, he'll heal himself for 50% of his max HP, which actually does come in handy a lot. Vigilante's self-healing now kicks in once he drops below 50% health. Vigilante now heals himself for 25% of his max HP. I think I got this on the rank 8, which is awesome. And then on his ultimate attack, scopes the opposing team for vulnerabilities, then attacks the enemy with the most stacks of armor break. This does work well with Peacemaker in a sense, because Eagly from BFF, Peacemaker, also attacks the enemy with the most armor break. Vigilante also inflicts 1 stack of fragile, yay, for every 2 stacks of armor break, which is why you want to run Batman, who's putting out armor break all the time, why you want to run Peacemaker, why you want to run Raven. The fragile lasts for 3 turns. And then the next, Vigilante now deals 10% more damage for each stack of armor break on the target. Fragile now lasts 5 turns. There's no limit on this. Granted, you can only stack armor break up to 15, I believe. Yeah. So that means that he can do an extra 150% damage if there's enough armor break out there. Insane. That's crazy. So that is his kit. I love it. The affinities are obvious. We will get Judo Master. Well, I'll get Judo Master hopefully tomorrow. We shall see. It's funny that his gun does not have it's just stopped up. That seems to fit a person who, someone said they like the shade I throw at Vigilante because of him liking Peacemaker. I was like, you had so many choices, Vigilante. Green Arrow, Batman, Batwoman. Pick a Vigilante. Peacemaker. Anyway, all right, so what I'm going to do is take him back into a team up that I think I just finished one. We're going to do beginner simulation and see with Batman's gear. Now I feel like I can put he hit so hard. Now I feel like I can run them together because both of their attacks are a little bit lower now. Even despite the fact that Batman is ranked 10. So I feel a little bit better about bringing them together and it not just ended up being the Batman show. I don't know that I want Ocean Master in here because there's not going to be multiple attacks, so he's not going to counter nearly as much. It's probably smarter for me to put in Zatanna or Raven. I want to double check that Zatanna puts down armor break. I'm pretty sure that she does. There's your frantic. Nope, she dispels. So then I guess no, she does on her ultimate attack. On her ultimate attack, she does put out armor break. And then Raven herself, because I don't think that we're gonna die. Poison bleeds and all that jazz. So she's not putting out armor break, but she'll multiply what goes up. So we're gonna put in Zatanna. I guess the extra heals are nice too. And then her ultimate does put out armor break. We're gonna put her in front of Nightwing for that very reason. Peacemaker does more attacks with more armor break out. I'm tempted to put this here, and then it is Vigilante's video. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'm gonna check the stats on Vigilante, but I think he is a very good damage dealer. Is he groundbreaking? Is he game breaking? No. I say that, and then he'll probably bust Frankenstein in the face very quick, and I'm gonna be wrong. But is he game breaking? No. Let's see what's up here. 712,000. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what Batman does when his ultimate gets around there. Albeit I would like Batman to attack the Phantom Stranger so it's a more similar comparison, but he's not gonna. Yeah, Batman. I have to do Raven when Frankie scales up to his level. Oh, that's true. So Kevin did bring in swap the tank positions. He did bring up the fact that Frankenstein does hit like an absolute truck on PvE. I had never tried him on like my side of things. Maybe I should have, given how he does hit. All right, so 573,000. Oh, we're not even able to punch through his shields right now. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Truth be told, who should be going at him right now is Deathstroke. So let's see. I probably will switch the positions after this and then run it again, but skip battle this time so we don't keep you guys around for too long. You've seen enough of Vigilante. But no, I do think that he is a very good damage dealer. Am I taking him over Batman? No. Wonder Woman? No. Green Arrow? No. Trying to think of other. Maybe not even. Well, no. Star Sapphire, I would say. Has to get a lot. Man, he hits like a truck. Although we still got 39%. So, 2.7 million. Not bad. Not bad. It looks bad when you compare it to Batman, but Batman is a beast. He's an absolute beast. So if I'm talking about damage dealers, Batman over Vigilante, easy. Green Arrow over Vigilante, easy. Let me go back. So we'll go back to this real quick and put in Raven in place of Zatanna. That will help us with the revival. Let's see. But then we're putting out less armor break. So there is a little bit of an exchange there. So Raven goes out. We're going to have her revive him. I do want her to run her ultimate before everybody else is. Get more armor break out there. And let's go. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I still meant to... I never switched up the positions. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Looks like we did a little bit better. 4K, so like 2.3 million, 4,000. So actually switching up that armor break, we got the revive, but it feels like taking out the armor break from Zatanna might have affected the amount of damage we could do. Maybe. Now we'll do it with the switch position, tank positions. I have Wonder Woman level 23. Where do you get the Red Mighty entrance from? We'll answer that question in a minute. All right, so let me go ahead and come over here. And then we're going to run this one more time to check for damage. Okay. And they're dead. Oh, wait, but then this may not be. Well, I have to compare them to the ones that are there. Oh, Batman. Vigilante is a good damage dealer, but is he on the level of Batman, Green Arrow? No, he's not. He's not. I have to say. However, I would say that he's good and worth the investment, but just don't overdo it. Unless you're new to the game and you do need a damage dealer, you don't have a Batman ranked up, whatever. You don't have a Green Arrow. He is a good agile damage dealer, but I'm not putting him over in terms of agile. Well, of course, not the legendaries, but I think maybe I do like Star Sapphire. So he's better than Star Sapphire. He's better than Bloodsport in terms of damage. Bloodsport has different utilities. It's weird that Bloodsport is a damage dealer to me in a sense. I would take Vigilante over Damian right now. Over Red Hood, not so much, but that's more about Red Hood's team synergy. So yeah, he's below in terms of agile damage dealers. He's below Green Arrow for sure. And then I would say he's tied right here in terms of usefulness with Red Hood. Bloodsport is very useful as well. And maybe Bloodsport I will put in the same category with Red Hood. It's just the damage is in there. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I know I said it before. I'm saying it again. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.